Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video, and in this one we're gonna talk about you know what? Let's get into it. So if you're here to hammer down on like buttons and subscribes, we appreciate you, and we're gonna do content things. So yeah, let's go do that.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, so this is me in game. Let's see, we've got some stuff to talk about. What are we going to talk about here? So, I mean, there's a lot of content for me to talk about. Let's see, there's game modes. Goofy's roll. Oh, you know what? We could talk about Goofy's card. He's re-rolling stuff. Wolverine PvP damage decrease. I bet. Oh no. Yep. All right. Maybe that was it. So how much time for? Okay. So there's stuff going on. You know what? Maybe we should look at. You know what? That's what this video is going to be about. This video is. By the way, there's here. If you haven't caught on yet, you know what we're going to do is we got stuff online we can talk about. Yeah. That's right. We got stuff online because you don't want to see me just run around and do just miscellaneous stuff. So okay, so let's go into the general chat. So I just posted a video here and there's some things we can talk about. I actually so all right, look, I'm being ridiculous right now. I was sitting here again wondering what to do content about, and I wasn't sure how long I could sit here and blabble on about just it is becoming insanely difficult to do content for this game. I certainly have builds I could talk about. I have different game modes I could talk about. I have some stat things. There's certain things along those lines. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of videos for Netmarble. Hey, pay attention, some fixes, ways to make money. It's my kid's birthday's coming up. We got some family in town. I didn't want to get into anything big like that. So, I was just like, I'm just going to shoot a video that is, again, sort of like the struggle of what's going on here a little bit. Now, I do want to address something here on this forum. So I don't know this poster, Chad's the Rapper. They said, what's this dude's problem? He basically criticizes Andy. And look, Andy's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Misery's not perfect. All of the content creators out there who are making this, none of us are perfect. And some of us are going to be liked by some people and not liked by others. That's society, right? That's just the way it is. I always give credit to content creators who are out there and actually trying to make content. I don't like the drama content, so to speak, meaning like fabrication of drama when it's real and visceral. I'm not a fan of that. I'm all for fun drama, like if Andy or Misery was like, hey, let's make a East Coast, West Coast, like fake fight thing, like where we don't like each other and your ideas are whack because of these reasons, my ideas are awesome because of these reasons. That'd be fun and it's entertaining to an extent, almost like WWE wrestling stuff. Okay, that's fine. So anyway, having said that, this person sort of criticizes, Andy a little bit, and I just didn't like it that much. Let's see. There are a lot of YouTube creators featuring this game. They're nice, dope, and good as far, especially for WolverThor and Misery. They're nice, but I found this one cringeworthy, and I'm like, all right, he does a lot of drama on his content. And, one of the things that I talk about here is like, I've done a lot of drama with my content, especially recently too. And I'm not trying to get this person to dislike me per se, but I just I want people to say or recognize like, look, people's content might not be for you. I don't know Andy's content perfectly. I'm not going to sit here and say I know what all his content's about. I know I've talked to him a lot more recently in the last few months than we did in the first year of the game. But, that's because we're trying to see if we can kind of rally the troops a little bit and see if anything can happen here. And just we sort of have that standard content creator bond a little bit. And he's a fun guy. So anyway, I just, I don't have a problem with someone like he's talking about the game. Like, I don't see what the big deal is, and it's kind of like, okay, like, one of the things that someone mentions here is, apparently they said how nice I am, but I've made a video with how much I agree with everything Andy says. And that was kind of why I wanted to say this too. It's like, yeah, I do. Like, there's a lot of problems going on and, it's part of what it is. And also Helix makes a great point. It's their channel. They can post whatever they want. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. That's certainly kind of what I led with a little bit here. Alarist also said that I've made WolverThor specifically made a lot of videos about the game dying. It has made more videos about the game dying than Endy, and I'd have to compare it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I know that we've both made a lot. I know I've made a lot. Everyone is upset with the lack of communication, just like the Star Wars Force Arena that Endy covered recently as well. If you haven't checked out that video, I highly recommend it. This person's, stirring the drink here. The first is, all right, there's some weird, I don't know what that means. Vision here, zero communication. The game's lost 70% of its staff. 1 year anniversary, etc. I actually had a post from someone in one of my videos talking about me being alarmist, and I was like, okay. And then, I went through basically all of these same things, and I was like, should I go on? And it's like, guys, I don't know, but I can only speak for myself, but I don't believe Endy or Misery or any of these other content creators to be in this boat either. But none of us are trying to make this game go away. We want this game to stay. We're covering this game for a reason. I don't know, I've done one video that's not a different game. I've definitely looked at some other games. I'll probably do some other videos in the near future of other games. I'm very much looking to Ashes of Creation, but that's years out. The Riot MMO, that's years out. So a lot of the other games that are out there aren't super great, but you'll still see us doing other videos. If we wanted just this game to die, or at least not promote it or whatever, we go to Raid Shadow Legends, we go to any other game that's out there that's popular that we could get a deal with or whatever. But we want this game to survive, so including Endy. So anyway, this video is not necessarily about that, but the video is about, like, I did the different thing the other day. I'm trying to get Joe Lee and Netmarble to pay attention a little bit, and yeah, I am talking to them. So, the game is at this point, it's this really weird situation where there's a lot of, oh man, I missed that by 1 second. That's too bad. There is a lot of weirdness as far as how to cover the game, and it's hard. And I don't blame, Endy or Misery or myself for trying to cover some of these things. I personally would ask everybody to be open-minded about why we're doing what we're doing. I firmly believe we're doing it with a point of hoping the game can survive and do good things. I know for me I left another game, the primary content that I did for that game, a long time ago, because I was hoping that, one, I liked this game better, and two, I thought the potential for it was way better. And I was like, I want to play and cover this game. It seems more fun. It's the thing that I like about this game a lot is that it has in my opinion, it's got a respect for your time more than what a lot of other mobile games have. And that was a lot of the stuff like those, that concept that I really sort of embraced me in liking Future Revolution, that, I didn't need to feel like I had to be on the game for 6 hours a day, and it was, that to me is, it's nice. I'm a working adult. I don't have, the time to do that sort of thing, and it's like, okay. So, when really, see, that's, one of the things that, I don't like, of course. What I don't understand is, this person swings in the air and I can't hit them because they're in the air with a gun. It's not like they're, gone. They're still there, right? So, I don't know. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Always invincible. I'm trying to drag this thing out. I thought I dodged. Thought I had my dodge full. I did not. I hate Spider-Man. So, I just don't. I don't know, man. The making the content for this game is really hard. I mean, you've seen a lot of videos like this from me. Look, you guys can, in the same token that, people ask you to respect what people, do content on, I've got no issue. People have the right to say whatever they want to say about, what the content that's out there is, right? And that's just how it works. So, I got no issue with that. That'd be sort of hypocritical, right? Now, I think if somebody's being a little, I don't know what the right way to say this is, but I prefer, like on my Discord, which by the way is in the description below if you want to come and hang out. I prefer everybody to try to act like adults as best as possible. We certainly all have our slip-ups. I mean, I have children, they have their slip-ups. He's an adult. I'm not a perfect human being. I don't think anybody out there is perfect. So as long as we own our mistakes and all that sort of thing, and we call it how we see it, you know, I'm not going to, apologize for things that I necessarily feel are right, like bringing up all these issues. You know, I think there's nothing wrong with that. And again, if you think there's something wrong with that, okay, fine. You know, and we might never get to an agreement on 28-1 as a strain. Oof, I feel like I'm gonna get my butt kicked here. You know, we might not come to an agreement. You know, like I said, I got a comment from somebody who was saying that I was being an alarmist, and I'm like, how is, you know, I'm like, these are all the issues that I see. How is that being an alarmist? You know, and wow, look at that. That's kind of crazy. He's invincible. I do not understand. Like, I feel like every character in the game is invincible longer than Black Widow. It is the weirdest thing. Maybe I just don't understand it. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, like, anyway, you know, when I dodge or whatever, I just don't have a lot. So be open as best you can. I don't know. I wish this is more of a societal thing. I wish just us as gamers. Well, you know what? And one of the things I'm going to end with this is, as I probably lose these next 2 battles, right? 2 battles, is that, great, another Spider-Man, is that, I wish we as gamers would be, excellent to each other, right? Like, I understand that we debate and struggle with things, get frustrated, but, you know, why not be a little bit more, you know, we're almost same thing. Like, why can't we just, you know, agree to disagree about certain things? Like, oh, well, all right. Is that, because we might not, look, what we do as gamers sometimes doesn't help with what we do with the gaming industry. Like the gacha gaming industry, the gambling aspect of things, you know, what we've turned to accept for games, you know, just how we tear each other apart. It'd be awesome if we could be a little bit better collectively. I'm guilty of it, so is everybody else. But at the same time, I'll call somebody out if they play a game a certain way that I think is, you know, inappropriate, or if they play in a manner that I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, play normal. But, you know, my normal might not be their normal. Now, there's certain things where it's clearly their normal is, you know, what's the right way to say this? Is that it's a troll, basically. If somebody's trolling you through the way they play, then yeah, you're gonna get it, right? So again, it's hard to do content for this game. You know, Andy, myself, Misery. I think that, you know, we're all trying to make content. We all hope for the best of the game. You know, let us know what you'd love to see. I mean, I'm sure we'd want to cover it the best we can. I love also how, isn't it funny how hard it is? Like, I can't get my, what's it called? My quick step to follow them around. Oh, really? Anyway, that was close, but Scarlet Witch, brutal. So that's all I got. You know, some game in there, so lots of losses. That's all I do every day. I don't try to push. You know, I can sit here and show you guys daily stuff, which at some point I'll probably end up doing for content, because the game is just not giving me much to, you know, really provide to you guys. Let me know what your content concepts are below, but this video, be excellent to each other as best you can. So appreciate you coming by. Hammer down like buttons, notifications, subscribe. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.